Hi everybody, welcome to the Baguette Investor channel for a new weekly review. As you know, every single week on Monday, I review my current account valuations, my weekly performance, how I'm heading into the week, what assets I'm watching to build perfect transparency. So you can see that since the beginning of my trading journal, which has been made just in the middle of the year 2021, I've not made a great performance. I'm still 25%, around 25% of gains. So sometimes it goes below 20 and sometimes it goes back above. I will not have a constant rise into my performance until we get a constant rise on the markets, because of course, as a trader, my performance is depending on the stock market indexes. If you want a little detail about my performances, this is how my crypto performance looks. You can see that the first part of 2021, so basically between January and was that April 2021, it's really where I made all my performance. Whereas on stocks, I've been on a constant downtrend. So this is my French stocks trading account, and this is my worldwide stock trading account. And you can see that I'm down 4,000 euros, which is a pretty bad number. We're really working hard onto becoming a better stock trader, because also the markets have been really complicated to trade. Also, I'm just not skilled enough. So I used too much of a position on my trading. I should have traded with less a position. But I'll do a video about everything I learned this year to tell everything about everything I learned since I started trading. It's going to be very interesting to you. I'm really working into this. I think you're going to enjoy watching it. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is crypto, and especially Ethereum, because you know that Bitcoin is not an interesting asset. I'm just paying really close attention to this pattern right there on the 4-hour chart, but this is really Ethereum, because everybody's got their eyes on Ethereum. People have understood that Bitcoin is not the asset that you want to own. Bitcoin is really underperforming pretty much everything since the July 2021. So right there you can see Ethereum is in the riskiest place it has ever been. Gonna take my mouse. I hope you don't hear the clicking sound. If you do, I'm sorry. You can see that right there we have a very important support level that was worked quite a lot in the past. And if we do break out under this, I'm really scared, because this is the kind of setup where you get insane deleveraging. Just like we had over here. I don't know if you remember. I'm going to go on the 4-hour so you can see more clearly. You remember there, we just broke down a level on most cryptos. We broke down the parabolic advance, and most of the time when these things happen, this leads to huge crashes, because stop losses get triggered, leverage people get triggered, and long-term position holders get out of their positions. So there is a very high probability that we make a fake breakout on this pattern, and that we cancel the bull market. And if we make a fake breakout and print downtrend and we go and correct further, this will lead also Bitcoin to correct further. We still have this support area that, as long as it holds, we're still in a long-term range. The long-term trends remain neutral, but Ethereum is bullish above this area for me. And if we get back into the range, this will make the weekly trend neutral and cancel the bull market, and this will mean we would get longer term consolidation. If like me, it's been really hard trading this for you as it was for me. Well, it's very simple to understand that during a bull market like this, in a bull market like this, the market conditions are completely different. The volatility, the probability of success on the breakouts you're taking are completely different. So it's pretty much the same for stock markets. I'm really going to be very straightforward for stock market. What's basically going up, we're in the pre-market right now. The market opens in 13 minutes, so in 30 minutes, sorry. what's been going up is the biggest stocks. The biggest stocks carry the market, the Nasdaq 100, basically, the S&P 500, the S&P 100 or the Nasdaq 100. So what I have right there is an ETF that tracks the S&P 100. So basically the 100 biggest companies in the US. And you can see that this index has been going up since May and is making all-time high last week. And I think it will keep going up this week. At least I hope, because the only way we have to make money is this. If you look at growth stocks basically going up, this is the top 200 growth stocks index, and the Nasdaq going up. So the Nasdaq has not yet made a new all-time high, but the S&P 100 has made an all-time high. So I'm really sorry for my weird noises. The S&P 100 is the index you want to look at. You can look at it in the TradingViews corner if you want. If you ask in the comment, I will make a special video about it if you want. Sectors I'm looking at are semiconductors, home builders, and real estate. Real estate is not the best sector, but it's still looking very good. Almost every other sector is not looking very good. If you look at the mid-cap stocks, they are just not working. The breakout failed. The small and mid-caps look very, very bad. This is the small caps, but the mid-caps looks absolutely the same way. What's really working right now are the biggest capitalization. So if you try to force trade the mid-caps, the small caps, and the big caps, you will get fucked, because it's so hard to have any breakout working. So one of the mega cap that I'm watching Ford, which is surprisingly extremely bullish. I quite really don't know why. So I might see how the indexes behave on the open. And I'm looking at Accenture, which is to me one of the biggest, the best looking tech stocks. I own Apple. I'm gonna take a look at my stocks. I own Apple, which is gapping again on the open right now. It is an amazing trade. I own Apple. I made a very nice trade, risking 0.25% of my capital on this trade. But I think I'm going to buy Accenture going into this week. This is going to be my only trade of the week, because I'm being very, very cautious. Also, another thing that I'm very cautious with are the earnings that are on September 16. And not last but not least, the very important thing I telling you to pay attention going into the next week is the Fed meeting. I think I have somewhere. I no longer have the calendar, but yeah, there is the Fed meeting. I recall it's on December 14th, so it's tomorrow. So it could maybe do something to the market, maybe not. So at least this is not the time you need to be very aggressive. I'm being very defensive, very, very careful with my Accenture trade. My trade is going to be risking very, very little money. I'm maybe going to 0.20 or a 0.15% of risk, very small percentage of risk, very conservative stop losses that don't allow for many volatility, but I'm going to be very, very careful, and I'm going to pay close attention to the indexes so that I see the biggest stocks keep performing very well. We might see an actual bubble on big stocks, because, you know, we're making stronger and stronger all-time highs. So, yeah, this might be the beginning of a bubble on big tech, but still nothing is happening on the other stocks. So it's a very, very localized bubble. So that's it. That's my view going into next week. I'm telling you again, if you watch till the end, be extremely careful about this setup on crypto. If we start to break down, the breakdowns in crypto happen so fast that you really can't do anything about them. You need to prepare before they happen. Otherwise, when they happen, you just... The market starts getting crushed, and you can see that during this correction right there, we corrected 61%. So what would that mean, correcting 61%? That would bring us to that area on Ethereum. So think about it. Be extremely careful with your money management. Reduce your risk when it's time to reduce. Increase your risk when it's time to increase. And that's it. Hope you are finding value in this content. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Have a nice